Alrighty, what is going on, Wealth 28 Club members? Welcome back to another updated video breakdown. Keeping in mind, don't forget that myself and Mr. Aqua, as the DeFi space develops and we switch around our strategies and move to different platforms, testing things out, moving funds around, and so on and so forth. As we grow, we are going to continuously make updated material and content for you all week after week. So make sure that you all are staying subscribed as monthly members so that way you can access this updated material. Now, in this next set of video breakdowns that you're going to get from me over the next consecutive couple of weeks, maybe another 2 or 3 video breakdowns, I'm going to be showing you all from my perspective, breaking down the platform Vfat. Now, if you guys have heard about this platform, great. If you're already on it, great. If you've even heard it from other influencers on the internet, great, so be it. But I'm going to show you guys a little bit on the platform from my perspective, show you guys in future video breakdowns after this one, how to enter the platform, going a walkthrough and overview of the platform, some things that I've learned from being on the platform myself and deploying some capital, and then what I'm going to be doing with my portfolio moving forward. Just kind of giving you guys an update of how much money I've invested in the DeFi space and so on and so forth. So with that being said, let's share screen. Let's go over this. This is going to be an intro video breakdown. But before we even get into that, I just wanted to give a shout out to one of the individuals in the CYPRX community Discord that just absolutely blew me away. There's so much great commentary in the CYPRX Discord, and this was just so phenomenal to see. So Tanner went on to say in the CYPRX Discord DeFi chat section, I safely exited the pool enduring barely any loss, and I'm proud to say that since I've reallocated my capital, I've made about $100 in 12 hours from my 22,000 CAD and DeFi portfolio. So unless the APR throttles down, I'd be making about $200 per day, which is about $6,000 per month, which is so phenomenal to see. Tanner come out on top in this. Now, if those of you who are not part of the DeFi chat in the CYPRX Discord, we experienced some significant throttling down during this most recent market downtrend that a lot of us got caught off guard in specific pools on Aerodrome. Now, it's really great to see that Tanner had the, just audacity and the guts and the stomach to deal with the volatility and hold on to the position that he was in. So he didn't experience any permanent loss, albeit, yes, he was in impermanent loss. He did not experience any permanent loss because he weathered the storm, right? He didn't react emotionally. He didn't move funds around. He didn't react out of fear or anything like that. And he used the information in the CYPRX material to capitalize, or in the CYPRX platforms to capitalize on holding this position and coming out on top. So this was really great to see. He also went on to say that there are some people out there reluctant to pay the $28 for the course. I'm not going to say any names because it doesn't really matter who it is, but there are some individuals in the DeFi space on YouTube who charge $25,000 for a DeFi course, which is 110% true. Absolutely mind-blowing that people are getting away with that, but whatever, to each his own. I'm sure this person has extensive knowledge on DeFi, but this should make us appreciate this community even more, right? So the Wealth 28 Club, which is $28, and access to the only $50, you get a ton of valuable information. In the CYPRX Discord, you get Zoom calls, you get access to institutional Delta zones, and you also get access to all of the crypto related research. And obviously, of course, my fundamental breakdowns and the CYPRX community members. So definitely consider jumping into the Discord. You guys can visit cyprxtrading.com, but I just wanted to give a shout out to Tanner for this message. It was so great to see him bounce back from the impermanent loss that he was experiencing. So I thought that I'd throw that in there with this intro video. So with that being said, let's head over to Vfat intro. Okay, so I put together this whole entire display for you guys, just walking through Vfat. I'm going to click through the website a little bit and just explain to you all what this platform is. So let's get started. All right. So Vfat, what is it and how can we benefit from it as DeFi investors? So Vfat is a comprehensive DeFi portfolio management and yield aggregation platform that offers a wide range of features to help users manage their decentralized finance investments efficiently. In this specific breakdown, we are going to go over a detailed explanation from my personal perspective of how Vfat provides its key functionalities. Overall, we need to understand that when building a DeFi portfolio, utilizing different tools, applications, and so on and so forth to enhance our strategy are paramount. So using a portfolio management application like Vfat can be highly beneficial for multiple reasons. And in today's video breakdown, we're going to attempt to get into that. Now, just looking at the platform itself, we head over here. You guys can click around. This is the current money that I have deposited in the platform itself. It's roughly about $1,100. Nothing too significant, but because I predominantly operate on Aerodrome, you guys can see that my current portfolio valuation right now is roughly about $11,100 outside of this $1,100 via a test amount that I have in this position right now on wrapped ETH USDC on Vfat. I will be looking to further deploy some of this capital onto the Vfat platform. So for example, this wrapped ETH Klima position that I'm in with roughly about $3,000 in value, to some degree, I will be rolling those funds over onto the Vfat platform. The other two positions that I'm in on Aerodrome and on Ramses, I don't really need to move those because they are stablecoin positions, but I will be integrating the position that I'm in on Aerodrome over to the Vfat platform with wrapped ETH Klima. Now, I don't know if I'm going to stay in wrapped ETH Klima. I might make a decision executively to switch that around, but we'll get to that when the time comes. So I just wanted to be transparent with you guys right now, showing you guys how much money I have invested in the space. It's not a significant amount, but it is a couple thousands of dollars. And so, again, putting my hard-earned money on the line, my portfolio went all the way up to about $20,000, took some significant profits off the table, cut that in half, and now I'm operating with about roughly $12,000 to $13,000 in this space in the DeFi ecosystem as of right now. All right. Still making upwards of about $1,000 per month, which is still great in my personal opinion, much more than a bank, financial institution, or any traditional investment will give you. So just looking at the platform itself, doing a brief overview, you can click down here, click on platform stats. This is the platform vfat.io, right? And you can see right now the total value locked on Vfat itself is roughly about $20 million with roughly about 1,700 unique users. So I'd say that this is relatively healthy in my personal opinion. Remember, our key requirements to see a healthy liquidity pool, as an example, is a TVL of roughly around $500,000 locked. Anything above that is healthy in my personal opinion. And so this blows that out of the water with $20 million in TVL locked on this specific platform. Now, you do have different chains that this operates on, like Base, for example, with the most amount of TVL locked at 16 million. Then comes in second place Optimism, Arbitrum, Linea, Ethereum, and so on and so forth. So obviously, of course, this is a multi-chain platform. Looking around, you do have the option to look at different farming options here. You can click at the top and click yield, and you have a whole bunch of different options. You have some settings. Again, in the second video breakdown, I will click around and show you those settings as we go on, just doing a brief overview right now. You have the option to swap directly on this platform. You have the option to directly look at your entire portfolio on this platform. You have different tokens that you can, obviously, of course, swap out for and see on this platform, and so on and so forth. So again, in future video breakdowns, we will elaborate more on how to enter into pools on this, step by step, going over key features and dynamics and little tiny tweaks that you can make to obviously, of course, benefit from this platform in another video breakdown. But right now, I just wanted to do a broad overview. So back to the slides. All right, let's go to the next slide. So Vfat. It simplifies asset management overall. DeFi portfolio management apps like Vfat offer a streamlined approach to handling your digital assets. Vfat overview. So I mentioned to you guys that it is a multi-chain portfolio management platform. So Vfat does provide a single dashboard, which I just showed you guys, where you can view and manage all of your DeFi investments across multiple wallets, protocols, and chains. So this consolidated view saves time and it reduces the complexity of managing assets that are spread across various platforms. So for example, just showing you guys my portfolio, I have a position in Ramses and I have a position in Aerodrome, but let's say you had a position on two other dexes outside of these ones, then you can consolidate those positions and put them all on the Vfat platform, as long as, obviously, of course, the chain in which you're operating on is compatible with Vfat. So keep that in mind. So Like I mentioned, this means that you can connect multiple wallets, keep that in mind, and enter multiple addresses, view all of your DeFi positions in one local dashboard, and monitor your assets across different blockchain networks simultaneously, which is a great and phenomenal feature. You also have access to real-time tracking, where the portfolio tracker itself offers up to the minute information on your investment performance, ensuring you are always aware of the market movements and your portfolio's status. So again, another great feature of Vfat. I mentioned that it is a multi-chain portfolio management platform. So I showed you guys the different chains in which it operates on, which are here. You guys can see those for yourselves. And so another interesting part of this is the yield aggregation and discovery. So vfat.io functions as a yield aggregator. So for those of you all who don't know what a yield aggregator is, we're going to go over that. So a yield aggregator is a DeFi protocol that automates the process of yield farming to help crypto investors earn passive income more efficiently. So some of the key aspects of a yield aggregator are as follows: automated yield farming. So yield aggregators, they use smart contracts to automatically allocate users' funds across various yield generating protocols and strategies. Fund pooling. They pull together funds from multiple investors, allowing for a more efficient capital deployment and access to higher yield opportunities, which is one of the really great benefits of the VFAT platform. And again, when I get into the detailed explanation of how to enter into positions and whatnot, we'll go over that a little bit more in detail. And then optimization of strategies. So yield aggregators like Vfat or like Beefy or like Crystal, which are all yield aggregating platforms, employ various techniques to maximize returns, such as auto compounding, which automatically reinvests earned rewards, portfolio diversification, spreading investments across different protocols and chains, and then liquidity provision, supplying liquidity to various different pools at the same exact time, all on one platform. So we'll get into this a little bit more in a later slide. All right. Next, token swapping. So you do have the ability to perform token swapping on the platform. The platform incorporates token swapping, which I just showed you guys. You can click on this drop-down menu, click the swap feature, and as long as you are connected with a compatible wallet, you can make, obviously, of course, swaps on this specific platform. So exchange tokens directly within the VFAT interface, which is great. Potentially access better rates by aggregating liquidity from multiple sources. On-chain price and liquidity information. So VFAT does provide tools to search for and analyze token data. Users can look up on-chain prices for various tokens, which I just showed you guys in the token feature right here. And the platform does offer information on token liquidity across multiple different protocols. So you guys do have the availability to look at that, right? Which is another, again, great feature to keep everything kind of centralized, albeit obviously, of course, this is supposed to be a decentralized platform, but to keep everything kind of centralized and local in one platform, right? Advanced features for users. So for DeFi users, VFAT offers advanced functionalities. For example, simplification of complex operations like entering and exiting positions, which you can do directly on the platform, compounding and rebalancing into single transactions, which we'll get into in just one second, maintenance of self-custody, ensuring users retain control of their assets while benefiting from the platform's features. And then it does offer a user-friendly interface. So when we get into the how-to video breakdown, how to enter onto the platform, how to tweak different settings on the platform and so on and so forth, in my personal opinion, it is pretty user-friendly. Once you get past those video breakdowns and you learn the platform and how to navigate it, it's pretty self-explanatory and it's relatively simple. So while offering advanced features, VFAT does aim to make DeFi more accessible through its user-friendly interface, and this includes a clear dashboard for portfolio overview, easy-to-use tools for interacting with various DeFi protocols, and simplified presentations of complex DeFi concepts and data. Moving on. So this is what I mentioned when we'll come back to this and just kind of looking at the different features that it offers. So VFAT does offer some things that I really like auto compounding and auto rebalancing and auto harvesting. Now, I only use the auto rebalancing and the auto harvesting feature, but you can decide to use the auto compounding feature. However, again, once I get into my strategy and I talk about what I'm doing with my funds and where I'm allocating them, I'll show you all of that stuff as we progress. So these three features significantly simplify portfolio management for the VFAT users. So let's break down these different functionalities. And just to show you guys what I'm talking about, if we head over here to my portfolio and the positions that I'm currently in, you can see here that I have two features clicked. I have the auto rebalance feature and I also have the auto harvest feature. Now I'll get into why I do not have the auto compound, but if you wanted your profits to just compound back on top of your positions consistently day after day or week after week, you have the option to tweak that as well in the features. Once we get into that portion of these video breakdowns, I will again show you guys how to go about doing that. So back over to the slide presentation. So what is auto compounding? Auto compounding automatically reinvests earn rewards back into the original investment, maximizing potential returns. So the app automatically claims rewards and reinvests them into the same pool or farm. Frequency. Compounding can occur at regular intervals, daily, weekly, or when optimal conditions are met. The benefit of this is the feature increases the effective annual percentage yield of the APY by leveraging the power of compound interest. Obviously, of course, as your portfolio grows and the money compounds into your accounts, you know, your $1,100 every single day, you're earning 25 bucks on that by the end of the week. Instead of earning at the beginning of the week on $1,100, you're going to be earning on, you know, $1,400, right? And so that feature, obviously, of course, snowballs over time, which is a great feature to incorporate. If that's something that obviously, of course, floats your boat for your, you know, your specific strategy. And then obviously, of course, auto rebalancing. So auto rebalancing, what is it? Auto rebalancing maintains a predetermined asset allocation in your portfolio. The app automatically buys or sells assets to maintain your desired portfolio percentages. That means that if you go out of range, if your concentrated liquidity range goes out of balance to the downside or to the upside, it automatically rebalances it for you. And I'll show you guys in the settings how to tweak some of these things so that you can stay efficiently in your ranges and what percentages and what size range you should generally have or start to think about having. We'll go over tight ranges, wide ranges, and so on and so forth in, again, later video breakdowns. So the benefits of this feature is that it helps maintain your risk profile and can potentially improve returns by, obviously, of course, rebalancing your portfolio automatically for you instead of you having to do it manually. So last but not least, we have auto harvesting. So auto harvesting automatically collects rewards from yield farming or staking activities. The app claims rewards on your behalf from various DeFi protocols. Harvesting can be done at regular intervals or when rewards reach a certain threshold. So for me, it's like 25 bucks every single time I make $25. It automatically harvests that. And then I'll show you guys again, once we get into that portion, what it is that I turn those profits into and where I'm going to be allocating those profits towards, right? So obviously, of course, this feature saves time and potentially reduces gas fees by optimizing reward collection, right? Last slide. So by using the yield aggregator, specifically Vfat in this example, investors can potentially earn higher returns, more consistent returns. I didn't add that in here, but definitely more consistent returns on their crypto assets while saving time and reducing the complexity associated with manual yield farming. So instead of having positions all over the place on different dexes, you have everything compact into one platform that you can obviously, of course, manage and set automatic features that allow you to scale more efficiently and effectively. We need to keep in mind that it is extremely important to note that in general, yield farming and using aggregators still carries risks, including smart contract vulnerabilities, impermanent loss, and market volatility. So just like when you go and you put your money on Aerodrome or you go put your money on Ramses or Solana DEX or an Ethereum DEX or whatever DEX out there, whatever DeFi platform, you do have to trust VFAT. So outside of that, this is just a general overview of the Vfat platform, what it is, what it's capable of doing, and then moving forward in the next couple of video breakdowns after this one, I will show you guys how to enter onto the platform, starting from complete scratch what assets I'll be entering onto the platform with, the different settings that you can tweak and move around to obviously, of course, suit your own personal needs. It'll be based off of my strategy, but I'll again just show you guys what it is that I will be utilizing via the features that you have the option to tweak to try to get the best and consistent APRs and returns over a prolonged period of time. As always, many blessings to you guys. Hopefully you all enjoyed this video breakdown. Don't forget, this is why it's important to stay a club member so that way you can stay tapped in to the updated information that myself and Mr. Aqua are going to continue to provide as the DeFi space continues to develop and grow over time. As always, I'll see you guys in the next video breakdown.